I'm not entirely sure what the hell this is. Okay. Hey y'all. So, I'm sitting here going through, I don't know what the hell this is. I want fan mail. Or fan mail. Ooh. Maybe we'll work on that once we start the show up. Anywho, so we have to talk really quickly about Mimi and the bullshit that she just, or that was released a couple of days ago, in regards to her stupid ass sex tapes. So, or porn, excuse me. So, Mimi and Nikko decided to sit down with World Star Hip Hop to do an exclusive interview discussing the sex tape. They discussed the porn. They discussed the porn. They discussed Jocelyn. They discussed TVJ, how in love they are, things of this nature. So, they're still riding with the whole story of that this porn was essentially a sex tape that was leaked, and I don't know why they're still running with this story like we're stupid, like all of us in the world just have stupid written over our foreheads, and that we didn't know that there was lights and there was scenery. So we did this in the privacy of our home. That was not your home. That was probably a hotel. It looks like, and if your home looks like a hotel room, that's a problem. That is indeed a problem, and it's not a good problem to have. You can tell from the room that it's a hotel. Stop it, Mimi. Just stop it. Like, stop denying it. Let it be known. Hell, Jocelyn, when she put out her little porn or whatever the hell she was doing, she was fingering herself and got her legs all spread. Like, she owned that shit. Okay, that's because Jocelyn is, Jocelyn. But just own the fact that you made a porn and you needed some attention. You felt like, you wanted to boost your ratings and things of that nature for this season. You want a couple of extra followers on Instagram. So you decided to make a porn with your boyfriend. Just own the shit, Mimi. And Nikko, before I get into Nikko, let me just tell y'all. So there's a 5-minute clip floating around the internet. I'm sure if you can find it. I'm not going to link it because, like I said, this is a family channel. There's a 5-minute clip. It's actually, they're both on World Star Hip Hop. Well, one of them is. The 1 minute and 30-second one, or 1 minute and some change, is on World Star Hip Hop. Then there's another one that I saw somewhere else on like Vivid.com. This porn looks boring as hell. Let me tell y'all, the damn trailer was more entertaining than the actual porn itself. And I just saw like all of 6 minutes of it. And I was sitting there like, yawn. Like, I didn't even. You know what? I'm not even going to get into that because this is a family channel. Just know I was not at all smiling about what I was watching. I was actually falling asleep. Like, I was like, really? They could have just looped the trailer and it probably would have been more entertaining than what I watched. So I'm no longer excited about seeing the porn in this case. I don't care to see it anymore. Mimi, you're bored. And they were talking about the shower ride and how there's this epidemic going on with the whole shower. I told her I have to upload that video because I recorded a video. I went to Home Depot and was looking to see if the shower rods are actually in recall, like backed up. They're really not. There's an abundance of shower rods. There was a little, like, it did look a little low in one section. Maybe that's the most sturdy looking one. But I looked, and while watching, I realized she wasn't necessarily on, or at least in this part of the thing, she wasn't necessarily on the shower rod for very long. She had a foot up on like the edge of the tub, and then she had her hands on the shower rod. Nikko was actually holding her up for the majority of it, so it wasn't like she was the boomafooing off the shower rod. She was actually like being held up. But they discussed Stevie J and how he is a non-factor in the entire situation, and his opinion doesn't matter, which I believe is completely false because at the end of the day, like I told you guys in the last video when I responded to or reacted to the actual taping itself or the porn in itself, that Stevie J has more than a right to say how he feels about it because at the end of the day, his child is involved in some way, shape, or form. And he has a right to want to discuss and have an opinion and say what he wants to. Because, like I said, when his child asked him why was his mama and Uncle Nikko swinging on this little shower curtain in the bathroom at the hotel, I saw the video, what was they doing? He gonna have to explain that to him. She believes Jocelyn is jealous that she has absolutely no shine this season. quite contrary to popular belief, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta would not be anything without the Puerto Rican princess, Joseline Hernandez. So, Mimi, you tried it. You can pay like she ain't nothing if you want to. We all know better. Mimi, you're quite frankly the boring one if you really want to know, and they should have cut your ass last season. And the only reason we're watching this season now is because of the little porn that you and Nikko released. And also, they discussed how VH1 had absolutely nothing to do with the porn being released, which is a lie, if you ask me. Because not Mimi, oh, what's her name? Mona gave her green light for them to go ahead and release the shit. If you was really that concerned about damaging the reputation of Love and Hip Hop, you would have been throwing up flags and everything. But no, you was like, go ahead and release the shit. Because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna do but boost my ratings and fatten my pocketbook. Go ahead, Mona. What else did they talk about? She discussed. I told you guys how she said it was a leaked tape, and how they do this all the time. They're consensual adults. Yeah, we get all that, Mimi. We really do. But at the end of the day, we just want you to fess up to it and say, "Look, I got my boobs done. I lost a little weight. I wanted some extra ratings. I'm trying to get my money up, so I released the porn." Let's just say. And allegedly, according to World Star Hip Hop, she's making approximately up to $10 million, all off from the sex tape, the ratings on the show going up. She's gonna make approximately $10 million this year just off of the sex tape alone, and all that comes with it. So, Mimi, just own it, cause now you're rich. Well, you're wealthy. Let's not say wealthy. You're rich at this point. Probably won't last long because you're Atlanta, and apparently your last check didn't last long from Love and Hip Hop, apparently. But that's neither here nor there. So, check all the things out on World Star. The interview that they did on World Star Hip Hop. The clip, the extra clip, is on World Star Hip Hop. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the Gotcha Bar, because I'm done with Mimi and her bullshit. Her and Nikko and their porn. We love you guys for watching. Peace.